Welcome to my local Sainsbury's car park, Penn's Sainsbury's. Now, what on earth am I doing here, and why am I dressed half in cycling kit, half in a woolly hat? Well, let me tell you, because we all love a cycling hack now, don't we? But how many of you have considered how some of your everyday household items can be put to good use on the bike as well? So let's get in there. I'm going to take you around the supermarket, chuck in the basket all of my favourite items, and I'm going to show you later how out on the bike we can put them to good use. So check back in with you in a bit. I just absolutely love a bargain. Meal deal. Always got to stay hydrated. Cheers, Sainsbury's. Done. Right, so before we go out on any kind of ride, I mean, like, what sort of normal person would leave the house without coffee? But have you ever had a coffee with condensed milk? It's a very Spanish tradition, but if you don't mind a high dentist bill, you're not going to go far wrong with this. You'll be going like the wind. I mean, just look at this. Dripping tin of sugar. Can't fault that. Now, my next hack, strictly speaking, is not something I actually bought from the supermarket. It involves boiling the kettle, and what we're going to do is make ourselves a hot Ribena, or in my case here, a hot orange juice. Now, on winter days when it's guaranteed to be cold, possibly wet, you need all the morale in the world to get out the front door. So to have this little bit of relief from the cold and to be able to drink a hot drink when you get out the front door for the first 10-15 minutes, then it does all the good in the world to get you far enough away from home so that you don't think about turning back too soon. Right, so we've had our rocket-fueled coffee and we've got our morale-boosting hot Ribena. Now, I'm fully pumped to go out on this ride, and what's going to motivate me even more is how warm my feet are about to be. Now, this is very much a two-stage process, as you're going to see right now. So on the right here, we have our foot wrapped in aluminium foil, and this is going to be our first layer of defence. So once our shoe is put on and fastened, we're then going to finish it off by wrapping it in cling film, which is going to conserve even more heat as well as waterproof it. Now, the only thing you've got to be careful of when wrapping your shoe in cling film is the fact that you're going to cover the cleat as well. So like with any other road overshoe, you need to make a little cut down the centre of it so that you can keep your foot clipped into your pedal. So admittedly, it's not particularly stylish or made by one of the leading brands in the industry, but at roughly just £2, when it comes to value for money, I think you're really going to struggle to beat this one for our next hack. Now, if you're an avid cycling fan and have watched a lot of professional bike racing, you'll have noticed the riders when they go over the top of the high alpine passes, their soigneurs handing them a L'Equipe, or equally another newspaper. Now, this is obviously not for reading on the way down, but what is it for? Well, it's to block out the wind. That's what it's for. So, in the depths of South London, when we're cresting the top of Bedlstead Climb, it's going to be the Evening Standard, which is going to be keeping us warm on the descent. So fret not if you don't have a gilet, get yourself down to a local newsagent's, pick yourself up a paper, and it'll sort you right out. Now, where on earth has this paper gone? It's gone down to the front of our jerseys. That's where it's gone. So I'm about to head out on a ride now, and being the middle of winter, it could potentially rain at any second. I mean, it is pretty cloudy today, so, I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm going to plan for the worst, hope for the best, and in planning for the worst, got me these sandwich bags. I mean, it won't just keep your coronation chicken sandwich fresh, it'll keep your phone fresh, your valuables fresh, and, I don't know, maybe if you're taking a camera, it'll keep that well protected from the elements as well. Now, also, just to note before I go out, those of you who remember that I was riding those night wheels, very, very impressed with them. Super light, super aero, and yeah, very comfortable to ride. Right now though, I've got some cool ones. I talked about these in our Tech of the Month a couple of months ago. The Fulcrum Racing Zero Carbons. I cannot wait to ride these. And I'll keep you posted on what they're like as well. Let's go. God, it's cold! Absolute perfect test for our supermarket products today. My chest is far warmer than it would have been otherwise. I mean, it is raining just that little bit at the moment. So the cling film that I put on my feet are absolutely toasty. Which, for 65p, it's not a bad hack, that. So short and sweet today, doing a bit of a HIIT session. For those of you who don't know, HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. So it's for those of you who are short on time, who want to get a lot of bang for their buck. So I'm only out for about 40 minutes. Go to the hills, do a few hard reps, head home. Now it's really important to remember when you're going out to do a high intensity interval session, I mean this session, it's only about 40 minutes long. So I have to get my fueling right, and I need high sugar foods. And that's where my next hack comes in, the nutritional hack. You don't have to go out and spend 50 quid on a really high-end nutritional product when you can go to the supermarket and you can pick yourself up a bag of dates for a matter of quid. Now the amount of sugar in just this one bag is absolutely astonishing. I mean, there are a lot of different fruits you could use. You could use bananas, you could use dried apricots, but the great thing is it's natural sugars. We don't want to be filling our bodies full of artificial food if we can help it. So when we can, resort to natural, go green. It's amazing stuff. Right, I'm up in the Kent lanes now. Got my first interval to do, 90 seconds flat out. So I better neck half this bag and get on with it. And I'll check back in with you on the other side. That was tough. Right, my last one. It's a health one, and it's a health hack. It is Vaseline, but specifically aloe vera Vaseline, to prevent your lips from cracking in the winter and your nose from going dry or your ears bleeding. So why deal with a problem when you can prevent it from happening in the first place? This will be your saviour winter long. Right, I'm going to head on home now. I've got a few kilometres left to ride, and I'll see you when I get there. Now that was a hard 40 minutes. I am absolutely gassed now. That's it, I'm done. This newspaper did me well, still dry, kept me warm. Feet are toasty, practically feels like I've still got slippers on. So I think the aluminium foil and the cling film certainly get a 10 out of 10 in my books. I hope you liked the video anyway. I hope you liked all the hacks. How about you let me know what your favourite one was in the comment section below, and if there's any that I've not thought of, how about you let me know what they are as well. And also, if you have any burning setup questions for your bike that you want to ask me, let me know what they are as well, because we've got a bike setup special coming in a couple of weeks where hopefully I'll get all of those answered for you. For now, if you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you very soon. Have a good one. Ciao.